All right. Howdy, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to Step Into the Portal. My name is the Brandt. It's good to see you here on this Hump Day Wednesday, kind of evening, afternoon. This is that weird time, right? 5 to 7. Like, it's not afternoon, it's not evening. I guess it's evening and not night. So we'll have to see depending on how it is. Hope everything's going well for you. Things are going well for me here. I'm going to replay Arkham Horror, the revised core. If you want to see how to play the game, you can go to my live video I did yesterday where I kind of played through and taught the game. There's still a couple rules. I mean, any of these card games, there's going to be a couple rules that I am unsure of, but for the most part, I think I did a pretty good job. However, I did not play well. So I decided to start over, and I'm going to use 2 investigators. So this will be playthrough number 1. I will play through the first scenario, and then play through the other scenarios. There's just 3 in the core box campaign, so it's pretty short. So we'll go from there and then see what we want to do with Arkham Horror going forward. This is what I have for now, for the most part. So there's that. Very different from a lot of other card games. It's very story-driven, very see what happens, and then it's kind of got a campaign kind of naturally built in. Oops, sorry for that sound. Thanks so much if you are joining me. I see there's a couple people here joining me. Go ahead and say hello, and I will chat back with you, or go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you're watching it later. Be great if you gave it a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe to the channel. We are this close to 500 subscribers, maybe even by the end of the week. Who knows? Maybe this video will be the one that puts us over the top. I am not sure. So I'm playing live here. I don't say it often in my videos. I'm playing here. I call it the Portal Home Studio. It's my house. It's my attic. But we did for a long time play at the store, which is the Portal in Manchester, Connecticut. So if you're anywhere in the New England area, go ahead and swing on by and say hello to everybody. And for now, with mask mandate, which we 100% support, we're just not going to play games live at the store. I don't think playing with a mask on, although I could put this here, is really the optimal. We have talked about kind of now shutting down a room so that would not be open to the public, and then we could play back there because it's not a public space. So that may be coming eventually. I think especially as we have to move inside for a lot of things and doing a lot more of that. So we'll see how it's going. Hey, it's Josh. Josh is here with us. Josh is a regular. Thanks for joining me, Josh. And anybody else, I see there's several other people watching. So thank you. But again, thanks to people who are watching afterwards. So let's play some Arkham Horror. I'm not going to read through everything. I kind of did that on the last one, but I will set us up for this scenario. Part 1, The Gathering. You and your partners have been investigating strange events taking place in your home city of Arkham, Massachusetts. Over the past few weeks, several townspeople have mysteriously gone missing. Recently, their corpses turned up in the woods, savaged and half-eaten. The police and newspapers have stated that wild animals are responsible, but you believe there's something else going on. You are gathered together at the lead investigator's home to discuss these bizarre events. So I have created the deck. I have set everything as need to be. I am playing on easy mode because I have not played this game a lot. I don't know the difference in difficulties. I don't know if I went to normal, I would be okay. And I'm playing with the pre-constructed decks, which normally I like to deck build, but again, I haven't played this very much. And I wanted to give you the experience you would have out of the box. With champions, I've played a little bit less out of the box, although I usually play the packs as is. So you would see what that experience would be like for you. So we start here in the study. So we have our study right here. And we have our 2 characters. So this time I am playing with Daisy Walker and Roland Banks. So Josh actually had suggested that I play Roland yesterday, so I figured I would try that. Roland has Guardian cards and Seeker cards. And I believe Daisy has Seeker cards and Mystic cards. I did think about playing with someone different, but I had opened Roland, kind of gone through, and then realized he's also got the orange Seeker card. So it is what it is. I could have showed off a few more of the cards, but I'll probably play again. So we will see how all that goes. This is my flashlight token. Got it. That is the lead investigator. All right, we start with 5 resources. We give the deck a shuffle. And we get 5 cards. And let's see. We have some various things. Cancel an attack. Well, there were not a lot of attacks, so I'm going to put that one back in. +1 when investigating. Sure, in case I have to do that. Add a tome. I don't think I need tomes, although it is a person, but I think I can fight things off pretty well. So I'm going to get rid of those two, draw these two. Now I've got an automatic and a Dr. Milan. Shuffle these ones back in. That is my 5-card hand over there. And then for Daisy, I will shuffle up. Oops. I know, unsleeved cards. Standard adds a -3 and a -4 to the bag. Wow, gotcha. Yeah, this game, I guess failing is bad because it wastes actions, but it's not overly punishing like you are dead. But maybe that happens too. I'm not sure. Okay, I got the Necronomicon. Here's an asset, so that's good. Here's a tome. Lets me look at cards. Ooh, I said last time that I would love that. Discover one additional clue. Well, that sounds amazing. And that helps me to discover clues, so I think that's pretty good. So we'll draw one more card here. Perfect. We've got a tome. Our special ability lets us use additional tomes. So hopefully this is a good start that we have here. All right, what's going on? What's going on? It's late at night. You're holed up in your study researching the bloody disappearances that have been taking place in the region. A few hours into your research, you hear the sound of strange chanting coming from your parlor down the hall. Same time, you hear dirt churning as if something were digging beneath the floor. Trapped. As you leap to investigate, the door to your study vanishes before your eyes, leaving behind only solid wall. You're trapped inside your study until you can find another way out. So we're going to need 2 times the number of players. We're going to need 4 clues there to be successful. So let's have Roland go first. We need to find some clues. So we pop 4 clues on there. Once we find all those, we can move on. So let's see what will help us here. So let's play Dr. Milan Christopher. I get +1, and after I investigate successfully, he's going to cost 4 to play. After I successfully investigate, I gain a resource. And Roland Banks is after I defeat an enemy, discover a clue at my location. So that's how those are going to work. I don't think I'll put the knife down or the magnifying glass. I don't know. Am I going to regret not putting this knife down? But I have a machete and a gun, so I think I'm just going to wait, try to get those out. All right, so now I get +1 to my investigation, so I am a 3 against this 2, so I think we will go for it and see what we can do. It is a 0, so that will be successful. I will gain a clue. And then we'll do it one more time for our 3rd action. Ooh, and it's this one. What is it, like a broken stone tablet? I'm not sure. -2, if there's a ghoul at your location, take 1. So I am 4 -2. I am still successful. Oh, look at those are 3 clues. I grabbed the wrong ones. Thought they looked large compared to last time. All right, so that one goes back in the bag. All right, so Roland went and got clues. Pretty good there. We'll keep this one right here. All right, so now it is Daisy's turn. We will flip this over so that we remember what we are doing there. All right, I've got this book. I think I want to get this book out. Old Book of Lore. Exhaust it. Choose an investigator. Search top 3 cards in my deck. So I'm going to pay 3 for that. I'm going to use my free action to do this so I can search the top 3 cards of my deck and then shuffle all the cards. So I've got a supply cache. That could be good. Am I trying to get expensive things out? Not super expensive, but still good. I've got this agility card. That might be good for just keeping me safe when I try to run, or +1 when investigating. Let's go with the cache. That seems good. Get more resources. So we'll shuffle that up. So that is our first action. That doesn't count as an action. And then I think we will play this. We'll go a little bit slower here, I guess. And gain 3 resources. And then spend 2 to play this Arcane Studies. Alright, so that is all those. We're going to leave those clue tokens there. So then we will add a Doom counter. Enemy phase. And we will... There's no enemies, so then it's upkeep. So we reset these. We ready our cards. We draw a card, gain a resource. Draw a card and gain a resource. Okay. And then just making sure I don't miss anything. Yeah. All right, so then we add a Doom token, and we each draw a card from here. Did I shuffle that? Hopefully. All right, place 1 Doom on the current agenda. Can I cancel it with this? Play when you draw a treachery. Nope. Oop, and I got a ghoul minion. So that ghoul minion is going to come right out, ready to play. All right. So that's where I'm going to be sad I didn't put this one down. All right, so this will pass over here to Daisy. So now Daisy's got to deal with that. Oh, I can choose, right? Can I choose the order with multiple players? Oh, after you successfully investigate, gain a resource. Right. Thank you. So I gain 1 from him each time. I assume it can be triggered more than once. It doesn't say it can't be. All right. Turn order, I believe, is optional. Yep. Okay. Yep. Thank you. I got it, Josh. Appreciate it. Okay. So now we come over here and I can choose. I think I'm going to choose to have Roland go. And I've got all these resources. So I'm going to play this gun. That gives me 4, or that costs 4. But then I have to take damage from this ghoul minion. Because he would be engaged with me? Who does he engage? I assume the lead investigator? Does it say who he engages? Yeah, I'm going to assume the lead investigator would have been the one. And then there are 4 ammo counters on there. And I am going to fight, spend 1, I get +1, and it deals +1 damage. So, I get 5 attack to his 2 defense. Ah. And it's engaged with who drew it. Oh, okay. So in that case, I wouldn't take this damage because I'm not engaged. And this just never moves. Okay, so that's always the lead investigator. Got it. All right, so now we're going to attack over here. And it is this one, which is -1. But -1 will still do that. And it does +1 damage, so that ghoul minion is dead. And then after I defeat someone, I find a clue token. Nice. So that is set. Oops, we put that back in the bag. Hello, Daniel. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. As well as I learn, I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I don't feel like I'm making a fool of myself. All right. Discover a clue at your location. Okay, so then I have 1 more action, so I can go find a clue, right? Because I played the card, I did that. So then I could play this knife. No, I can't. Or I can investigate. I think I will draw a card. And oh, I don't draw and gain a resource, so I just drew a card, which I actually think I should have gained a resource, but I'm going to gain a resource. I'm going to shuffle that back in, because resource would be better for me. So it's draw a card or gain a resource. I think I will do that. I'm playing a little slow compared to last time, so we'll see if that works out poorly. All right, so then over here, I'm going to investigate. I am a 5 against a 2. I can also put this flashlight out. I can also just play this to find the clue, but I don't know that it's going to be that hard. And let me get this out. I'll be happier that I had things out. I don't think I'm going to use it here, though. So I'll put this flashlight out, which lets me lower. Let me do my Book of Lore, which is free every turn. Hyper Awareness, Scrying. Look at the top 3 cards. Return the top in any order. It's pretty good. That one gives me free resources. I don't know. That seemed interesting, but I think I'll just simply go with hyper-awareness. Yeah, you can choose turn order. So, all right, so that's 1. That one's free. So 2 is I will investigate. I'm a 5 against a 2. And I'm on easy mode, so I'm not super worried here. -2, so I'm still successful. I find this clue. So then I can immediately put all these on here, and that will advance the act. Oh, so it goes on this side. And it says, you notice that the edges of your newly purchased rug are tattered and mud-stained. Finding this odd, you shift the furniture aside and pull back the rug. To your surprise, you see the door leading out of your study. You slowly turn the knob and the door swings open, revealing the hallway below. You jump through the doorway, landing on your feet on soft dirt. The door to the study slams shut above you. The smell of burning wood fills the narrow hall, intermingled with the scent of rotten decay. So I'm going to put in the hallway, the cellar, the attic, and the parlor. I'm going to get rid of the study, and I'm going to put myself in the hallway. All right, so that one is gone. That one is gone. So we are in the hallway. Pull these back just a little. So we will reveal the hallway. And then we've got the attic, the cellar, and the parlor. And the parlor is closed by a barrier that we can't get through. So we need to investigate the other 2. Perfect. All right, so that was 1, 2. This one has no clues for us. I'm not reading all the flavor text on these. I will on the future ones as I go through. All right, so I have a movement, or I can spend resources to get another card in play. So I will get this hyper-awareness. Again, last time I went pretty quick, so I'm going to go a little bit slower. Probably a little too slow is my guess, but we'll see how that goes. All right, so end of the round, we ready everything. We draw a card and gain a resource each. And then we place a doom on the agenda, so that will move forward. That's a little faster. Your house continues to change before your very eyes. The walls have decayed and the ground in many rooms has turned to dirt. It's almost as if you have been transported somewhere else entirely, although every now and again you recognize elements of your former home. The lead investigator must decide. Either each investigator discards 1 card at random from his or her hand, or the lead investigator takes 2 horror. We will discard a random card. And we get rid of a machete. It's just the lead investigator? Each investigator, that's what I was going to say. And we're going to lose this one to just discover a clue. That's okay, we're pretty good on that front. All right, so we never read this one. A glowing barrier blocks the path to your parlor. As you move toward it, intense heat forces you back. Picking up a handful of dirt, you toss it at the barrier and watch in horror as the dirt incinerates. Perhaps there's something in the cellar or attic that can help. So when the round ends, I can complete this one in the hall. I'm going to need 6 clues. Rise of the ghouls. The floor beneath you is giving way, and you see a vast network of tunnels twisting into the darkness below. Shapes and silhouettes of strange creatures move swiftly through the tunnels, trying to find a way up. You probably don't want to be here when they do. All right, so we each get a card. This one is going to be Rotting Remains. Test 3 Perception. All right. For each one, take a horror. Uh-oh. All right, well, I have 3 Perception, so hopefully it won't be too bad. It is a +1, so I am good. And this one is an Icy Ghoul, which will engage me. Oh, it spawns in the cellar. That one will be down in the cellar when we get there. Ooh, that's going to be rough. All right. So it is back to us then. So we need to go down in that cellar and hit that thing twice, right? Yep. So that should be good. All right. So we will move to the cellar here with Roland. Roland in the deep. That will engage him. And then we will fight. So we're going to use this to get +1 fight. So we are 5 against 3. I don't think I can actually fail in that case, can I? Nope. All right, so I think I'm good. Unless I have something here that makes sense. Oh, look at that. I had that for my perception one. All right, let's see what we got here. No, not the machete. Oh no, I wasn't worried about the machete, but I guess it's good. +1 damage. Oh, it's just a permanent. Gotcha. All right, -2 puts me at 3, but that will still hit him for 2 damage. What is damage in this game? Oh, right, the same tokens that I have. So he will take 2 damage, and then I will attack him again. For 5 and 0. So that will do the final 2 damage. And there were 4 clue tokens here. Sorry about that. So I discover a clue token, and I destroy the icy ghoul. Yeah, I guess I will need to find a way to get more weapons, huh? All right. All right, that's the 3 there. So then she can go down there and get those other ones. Ooh, after you enter the cellar, take 1 damage. I missed that. That one there. She's going to be way better at going to get those. I think I'm going to do it. So I will move her down there. She will take a damage. And then I will investigate. 5 minus 4 is 1. So I will use this to make that -2. So now it is 5 versus 2. Oh, I didn't do my action here first. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got this barricade. She's got a knife. More searching. I think I'm going to take the knife just... Oh, look at this one's got all sorts of symbols on it. So I'm going to take that one for the symbols. All right, now I am searching 5 versus 2, and I will draw a -1. So we're good. We get this clue, and maybe I played this wrong. If this skill test is successful while investigating at a location, discover... Okay, so I should have played this deduction. That's what I intended to do. So it would have added 1, so I'd have 6, and then I find 2 clues. Apologies. 1 to move there, 2 to investigate. So I can investigate again. I also have this rosary, which I don't need. So I will investigate again, and I will spend this. So 5 minus 2, and I just find 1 clue. And I got this tablet. If there's a ghoul, take a damage. There is not. All right, so that gives me 6. And I did forget... Excuse me. I did forget to flip these cards, as I said I would. Flip them. So those would flip back up. We would ready, draw a card. Ooh, this one's pretty good if I remember. Oh, I can use my investigation as my fight or flight. So that's good. Over here we will draw, oh no, cover up. Put cover up into play in your threat area with 3 clues on it. When you discover 1 or more clues at your location, discard that many clues from this instead. When the game ends, if there are many clues on cover-up, you suffer 1 mental trauma. Yikes. All right. Well, there aren't a lot of clues left to find, so that's going to be tricky. Okay. And I gain a resource. Well, if I do investigate, I can get resources, so there's that. All right, we go to the top of the turn. We add 1 here. There's no enemies. And then we each get a card. So this one gets 20 fails. So I'm going to play this one, which gives me +2. So I am a 5 versus a 3. I'm trying to test 3 for rotting remains. And that is a succeed. +1 for each clue on your location. Well, that's not great, but I succeed, so that is good. And then Daisy's card is Obscuring Fog. Attach your location. Attached location gets +2 Shroud. After attached location is successfully investigated, discard it. Well, that can just stay there. That doesn't matter. We don't need to go there anymore. All right, back to us. So, who's going to move? All right, we will move to the hallway, and then we will move to the attic. When we enter here, we take a horror. And there are 4 clues there. So that's 2 movements. So now we've got 1 that we can go find, which I guess we will do. This has a shroud of 1. We have an investigation of 3, 4. Okay. I don't really think I need a 5, so we'll just draw. Going pretty well. Thanks everybody for joining or watching. All right, there are no ghouls, so I take no damage. And I find 1 clue, but instead I discard 1 from here. And I assume I would still gain the 1 because it says when you successfully do that. So found that one. We've got 4 clues. My turn is over. So Daisy will move 1, 2. Look, flip down. Move this over just so we know where everybody is. She will move in there and take 1 horror. We'll use this to search 3. Well, we don't want that one. Heal a horror. I guess we'll just do this agility one so we could run away if need be. All right, and we will investigate. We are 5 versus 1, so we don't really need all these bonuses, but we've got them. It is a -1. Let me see if I had a card that was... Now, at some point I had one that said you just get one, right? All right, so that is successful. So we find a 5th clue. All right, ready up. Draw a card. Gain resources. Oop, I drew Arcane Initiate, so that'll be good for taking some damage. And over here, I drew the Book of Lore, the old Book of Lore. All right, and I could see having those. Oh, can you have... They're not unique, so I assume I could have more than 1, which would be really good with her if I switch up the decks a little bit. All right, so we add a Doom counter here because there's no enemies, and then we each get a Treachery card. So this will be a Swarm of Rats, which will engage me, and this will be place a Doom on the current agenda. All right, so that's going to go to 3. I can cancel it and take a horror, but I don't know that it matters. Just hope we don't get another one of those. All right, back to us. So we can kill this swarm of rats. He has a 4 attack, so we don't even need to use the gun. So we will have Roland go first. And he will just straight attack. So 4 versus 1, and that is a minus equal to number of ghouls. So that rat is dead. When I find a rat, I get this. After you successfully investigate, but I did not investigate. So that'll do those 2. Then my next one, I will search for a clue. So I am a 4. Oh, hello. Trying the first scenario over. Yes, I started watching your first playthrough this morning, but didn't finish. No, it just didn't go well at the end, and I wanted to... Ancient Evils. Gotcha, I should have canceled that one then. I just wanted to play with 2 characters, and yeah, I forgot that I could resign at the end, so I ended up just dying because I didn't know what to do. So it's just learning. All right, so that is a -1 for investigating, so I will get rid of my cover-up. And I did successfully investigate. That is 2 actions, so then I'm going to play the knife for my next action. So I have a little increase on my basic attack. A little plus damage if I need it. Oh, if I don't play the knife, I could move to here, huh? Which is... Nope, because I remember what happens next. I'll just delay that a turn. All right. Daisy is next, so we will do what? We will do the old book of lore, the old book of lore. And we can get this medical text, and we can heal damage if we need to, so that sounds good. We will play that, so we have that option instead of drawing cards. Then we will investigate here. So 5 minus 1. Minus 1, we're good. Find a clue. And then we don't have enough for that. So Daisy will move to the hallway. And the other one's going to be the end of the round, so it's a little bit of a mistake, but we'll make it work. All right, we're going to ready everything, draw. Yeah, no, Bombay, I think it's just a matter of learning the game, and I just felt like, after I played that one, I wanted to go back and try to do a little bit better, and I wanted to use 2 investigators now that, I don't know, it feels like a game that's much better with more investigators. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like the more story, the more things, the more interactions. It doesn't seem to get too complex on that front, so that is the idea that I wanted to do. All right, we're going to draw a flashlight over here, probably not much needed. And did I draw a card here? Yes, I drew Forbidden Knowledge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she's actually running into the hand limit thing there. All right, so we are set with all of that. We add a doom counter, and then we each get a card. Grasping Hands. That's 3. For each point you fail by, take 1 damage. All right, I don't have any increased agility, so it looks like I might be taking some damage. So I am 2. Minus 1 is 1, so I will take 2 damage from that. Yikes, yikes. Those darn Grasping Hands. And Crypt Chill. Test 4 perception. If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset you control. Okay, so I could get rid of my flashlight. My perception is 3. Do I have a perception card? I have the Arcane Initiate. I kind of wanted to play that. Yeah, maybe I don't. It's going to add doom, so that doesn't seem great. So I will use that Initiate. Do I want to spend resources for this? Nah, I'm just going to discard the asset. No big deal. All right. So I am a 3. Minus 2 is a 1, so I fail, and I will discard my flashlight. Gotcha. So like everything's an asset in this game. It's interesting that they don't call these like abilities, and these are, you know, allies and items. I guess it says item on it here. Item and tool, so that makes sense. All right, we're good. Back to us. So Roland will move and we'll play. What do I want to play? I don't need the flashlight. I guess the old book of lore. And then use it to go find a card. We'll see if we can find something to help us with attacking. Dynamite Blast. Deal 3 damage to each enemy and each investigator at the chosen location. All right, well, that could be good, and we're going to have lots of resources, so let's just go with that. Knowing the big guy's going to pop out. Two hands, so I couldn't have the book and the flashlight. Well, we're going to let me cheat because I just got rid of the flashlight, but thank you for mentioning that. I see the hands on here now. I was wondering that you could just hold unlimited things. So I'm going to cheat that one through. It's the opening scenario, but I will play that correct. And I have the same problem here, I can see. So I guess I'll have to get rid of this and not do this action. And what do I do instead with Roland? I guess I will draw a card. And I will play Hyper Awareness instead. Thank you. Sorry about that. I see the hands on here now. And I knew that rule up here was just while playing the cards. Like, ooh, this looks good. This looks good. All right, so then Daisy will choose an investigator, test 2, heal 1. So I'm going to do this. Try to heal. 5 minus 1, so I will heal 1 from Roland. And then, what else do I want to do? I don't have a lot of assets here. I could put this initiate out, but then I'm really close to flipping that over. I think I need a spell right now. So I'll put out this Holy Rosary, and I have +1 perception. All right. So then we will ready. We will draw a card. I get Scrying. And I draw a Barricade. Boy, I really liked that Dynamite that I had. That was going to be Dynamite. Then I'm going to spend my 6 at the end of the round to remove the barrier. Woman with a torch stand. Oh, I didn't read the backside. Using the barrel from the attic, you carry ice and snow from the cellar and hurl it at the barrier. The barrier sparks and shudders as it consumes the ice and hisses and fades out of existence. The barrier blocking the passage of the parlor has vanished. Reveal the parlor. There are no clues. Has a resign. Put Lita Chandler in the parlor and spawn the ghoul in the hallway. Highest attack, so it will go after Roland. All right, we got that. And then this one says, what have you done? A woman with a torch stands in your parlor, a glimmer of hatred in her eyes. What have you done to my barrier? She screams furious. Before you can answer, a ghastly wail sounds behind you, and a creature wearing robes and a deerskull mask tears through the wall, advancing towards you. If the ghoul priest is defeated, advance. All right, so we do that. We put a doom on here. End of my turn, so then enemies will attack. So he will attack me and deal 2 and 2. And he'd be sideways. Oh, and then everything readies. Gotcha. Oh, wait, no, end of the round, so he doesn't attack me. Nope, because I did that at the end of the round. That's why they have you do that. Got it. But I do place a doom counter, and then we each draw a treachery card. Frozen in Fear. Put this into play in your threat. The first time you perform one of the following actions, move, fight, or evade, it costs 1 additional action. At the end of your turn, test. If you succeed, discard it. Ooh, that's not going to be good. Dissonant Voice. Put this into play. You cannot play assets or events. At the end of the round, discard it. Well, you know what? I don't know if I want to do that, but I am going to get rid of that card. And hope I'm going to win soon. So I'm going to play this one, which costs 1, and gives me 1 horror instead. All right, so Daisy can come over here. And she can parley with him. Otherwise, he can go there. If he evades. So who do we want first? Non-elite enemies. This is an elite enemy. I'm just going to put him up here. Oh, is he not elite? Oh, elite. Okay. He has 10 health. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay. That's a lot of damage. 10 health. How am I going to do that? Yep. Yeah, I caught it over here. Made those mistakes. Okay, so I can only evade him with a 3. She is not going to hurt him. Wow. So even with this, I'm going to deal 2 damage, huh? So that's where that machete comes in nice. So if I evade and I go get lead a Chantler, then I have a lot more happening. Then she can hit for 3. I could play that card, but boy, yeah, not much, huh? Interesting. Okay. Don't know that there's going to be a lot of better cards. So he would attack and he would deal 2 damage, and that's going to cost him 2 actions. Then he can attack again here, and that would be 4 damage. If I'm successful, huh? If I evade, I could run over there to parlay, but I'm only 1, 2, so my invasion's only 4, so that's probably not happening. But +1 investigating, all this other stuff doesn't help. All right. So I guess my best bet is to fight. So I will fight him here. That will get rid of this. +1, so I'm attacking for 5 against 4? Wow. That is not good. Not good at all. Well, here's to hoping. 0. All right, so we deal 2 damage. Then we'll attack again with this knife. So now it's funny. Am I better to keep the knife and deal 1 damage at a time? Probably. So now I'm a 5. -1 is 4, so that's another damage to him. Oh, he has retaliate. Oh my gosh. So is retaliate every time I hit him, or only if I miss? They don't go away. Okay. Thanks. So we'll retaliate is if you miss. Okay, so I hit both times. All right, good. So that'll be 3 damage on him. 1, 2, 3. And then at the end of your turn, test 3 perception. So I'm going to increase my perception by 2 so I don't fail that one. -1. So that will go away. All right, he is done. Then she is going to move over to here. And she is going to try to parlay. And I've got a bunch of cards here. So I guess first I'll do... Oh, I should have healed him first. I'm going to heal him first. Well, he's got plenty of damage. It's the horror, huh? So I will try to draw and see what I can draw. Not the Necronomicon. Research Librarian. Search for a tome. Alright, well that's kind of the best one, because I'm not dying for resources here. Alright, so I will parlay with her, and I'm going to use this Forbidden Knowledge, and, I don't know, the barricade could be okay. So that will give me 6 against 4. That's 1, 2 actions. And this one, -X the number of ghouls, so no ghouls, so I get lead a Chantler. And then I can run away, or I can go back to help fight. Ah, so everyone will get that bonus. All right, so I will come over here with her, and then everybody gets the bonus. I see. Perfect. Okay. All right, so then end of the round, this enemy's going to attack, so he's going to take 2 and 2. I don't know how to heal the horror, so that will be interesting if I miss. But if we use all of our actions and hit most of the time, 2, 4, 6. Then I just need to hit once with her. So hopefully we can kill him in advance. All right. We're going to think positive. All right, so he attacked. So then we're going to draw a card. Ooh, I got my 38 special. Special. If there are one or more clues in your location, you get +3 instead. Well, gosh. All right, so I could play that. But it doesn't... Oh, it does deal +1 damage. So then I would deal 6 anyway. So probably actually not worth it right now. All right, and she will draw a Fearless, heal 1 horror. I assume you can't heal off of other people. Oh, but I can use this to change it so when I attack, I can attack using my other, so that will help me. Okay, cool. I feel pretty confident now. As long as these treachery cards don't mess me up. All right, that is done. I drew my cards. I add my 1 horror here, and then we each get a card. Dissonant Voices. You cannot play assets or events. Oh, did I do that with her? Oh, I just discarded it. Oh, I got rid of it. And she gets a Swarm of Rats. Darn it. All right. So Roland here has the Ghost Priest. Yeah, no, definitely switching between the LCGs. As much as I'm like, okay, it's not Marvel Champions or it's not Lord of the Rings, I won't play it that way. You just end up playing it that way. It's totally true. All right, so if I play... Oh, I can't even play it anyway. So you cannot play. All right, if I can't play a card as an asset, can I still play it for its skills? I assume I can. So I will attack here with +1. And I get +1 from her. So I am 6. He's a 4. So I guess I don't need to play this card, right? Because the max I can get is -2. Okay, so I'm good. So I will attack. 6. And -1 for the ghoul. And I deal 2 damage. So he goes to 5. And then my next action will be to attack again. Oh, if I use this knife, right, I deal 3 damage. Attack again. 6. And this one is -1, but I'm still good. So I deal 3. And then last, I will attack again. And it's -1, deal 3. He is dead. Well, Roland definitely was good on that front. Okay. If the Ghoul Priest is defeated, advance. When the robed creature falls, the fiendish swarm burrows back into the ground, and the chaos of the house quiets. But the stranger in your parlet doesn't seem relieved. You broke my seal that was set to trap the ghouls within. She raises her torch. Now we must take more direct measures and burn this hell pit to the ground. The lead investigator must decide. It was never much of a home. Burn it down. Or this hell pit is my home. No way are we burning it. Oh gosh, I remember this and I don't remember the right choice. I guess this is fun for everybody. We will burn it down. What the heck? Everyone's laughing now. Oh, he chose to burn it down. He chose to burn it down. Also, you don't deal out encounter cards in Arkham. You just take turns drawing cards. Oh, okay, cool. So I would have just drawn off the top of the deck that way if it said something else. That makes sense. That's a simple one. It ended up being the same thing because it never said to draw another one, but if something surged or whatever, it would be there. All right, so I get Resolution 1. You nod and allow the red-haired woman to set the walls and floors of your house ablaze. The fire spreads quickly and you run out the front door to avoid being caught in the inferno. From the sidewalk, you watch as everything you own is consumed by the flames. Come with me, the woman says. You must be told of the threat that lurks below. Alone we are surely doomed, but together we can stop it. So record that your house is burned to the ground. The lead investigator earns the lead a Chandler card and may include it in his or her deck. This card does not count towards that investigator's deck. Cool. The lead investigator suffers 1 mental trauma from watching his or her home become a smoldering ruin. Each investigator earns experience X equal to victory X value of each card in the victory display. Remember to add eligible locations to the victory display. Each investigator earns 2 bonus experiences. He or she gains insight into the world of the mythos. All right. So there's that. So I take a mental trauma, which I think will affect me at the end. All right, so victory display, help me out. So these ones that show victory, would they count because I have searched them? So they would go to the victory display? I don't think the study had any. I do think that the ghoul had victory. Anything else I fight have victory? I assume not. Oh, yep, that one had victory. So do these locations count? Take a mental trauma. If there's no clues, it goes to the... Is that just at the end of the game? It wouldn't happen immediately, right? So any of the ones that I've fully searched. So I did search all these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get 7 experience. That's pretty darn good. That's a lot of experience, I imagine, because it's the starting campaign. They want to give you a bunch, but I feel like that feels pretty good for upgrading my decks and everything. Awesome. So then what I get to do, I'm not going to do it on stream, but I get to upgrade my deck with these cards that are here. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for helping me out. Just a couple things that I'm trying to work my way through. So I've got these cards, and they've got these pips on them here. So now I can add these to my deck. So I believe the way I read it is each of us has 7 experience. So I can take this card for 3, and I can add it to my deck, and I pull another card out of my deck. So I've got options. Sorry, that's a little close. I've got options with all of these neutral cards that I can now add to my deck. I am not going to add these. And so I don't have any of these survivor ones. I can add the Mystic, sorry. The Mystic cards can go in my deck. I don't have these ones here. And I do have the Guardian ones and the Seeker ones. So I get to look through all of these and add cards to my deck and pull other cards out of my deck. So that's going to be a lot for me to go through at the moment. So I'm going to do that off stream, off camera. But that is the idea. So much less than the longer campaign. Oh yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense on the first one. They want to give you big bonuses. So, all right. Thanks everybody for joining me. That's part 1. I will play the other 2 parts. I don't know if I'll play them together or individually. When I play a little earlier like this, so I could spend time with my family, I tend to just kind of play one. If it's later at night and I have more time to go through it, or a day off I have or something, I'll play some more. But that was really fun. I do like Arkham Horror. I see the benefit. I haven't tried to build decks and think around that. I am a mechanical puzzle person. I tend to like that more than story. I appreciate story. And probably for me, the more people around, the better the story is. So that would be more interesting to me, that we're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you burned your house down. That was such a terrible idea, which apparently it was. So is mental trauma just for the end of the campaign, or do I start with a horror or something each game? Do I lower my mental capacity? I'm not sure on that front what happens. And I don't know if I retain resources and things, but I'm pretty sure I remember not doing that. All right. Any questions over here? Let's see. I got a lot of XP in this one because the next one, or the other ones, don't get as much, so that makes sense. Awesome. Yeah, so getting those locations free of clues. That actually worked with Roland, where I was trying to remove all... Well, no, I guess it wasn't because of him. So at some point, I just have to toss the gun if it was out of uses. I see how that works. All right, I will start with a horror in the next games. Yeah, that'll be tough. So each game, my mental trauma will add one, so I'll have to deal with that. All right, so maybe we'll find some healing and adjust the decks or something. I'll have to look through. I'm sure there's a well-known one. But these 2 investigators seem very good, because this one's like, I will get all the clues, and he's like, I will get the clues while killing stuff. So that seems very straightforward. So it makes sense. I'll have to see what some of the other ones are like. I don't know. Maybe I'll go through and play these 3. I have the beginning of the next one, which I think is the Dunwich Legacy. So I'll try that, or Return to, or something like that. We'll have to see what I can do. Or I might just wait for that new one to come out. Edge of the Earth, I think it's called. When that comes out, maybe I'll just play through that one. It would be fun too, since it would be new. I think it would be interesting for people to see, kind of then rehashing some of the other ones. But again, for people jumping in, I think this is a good spot for them to do that. Oh, wait, why is it only... There were clues on the attic. There were clues on the attic? Okay. I don't think so. Did I pull the clues off? 2, 3, 4. I got 6. I got 4 there. Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, got it. So only 4 XP, but don't I get a bonus 2, it said? So I got 4 from the mission. 2 is 6. Yeah, you're right. I remember now that I only got 6 of them. So knowing that, I would have tried to bother to spend time getting those clues instead of moving over. So, but it makes sense. That's kind of what this is going for. All right. So it looks like I would have 6 XP instead, I think. Yeah, plus 2 for ending. Awesome. Hey, thanks everybody for joining me. This was fun. I like having people in the chat with me, helping me out. It keeps me from just being straight heads down on the game. So I hope it was enjoyable for you. If you want to stay tuned in a couple minutes, I don't know if this is of interest to people, but I really enjoy this My Hero Academia Universus or UFS fighting system game, and I picked up another box today. So I'm going to unbox that. You can see my other unboxing. And then I think I will try to do a little bit with decks and kind of show off the game a little bit to people in the next unboxing. So yeah, I'm just going to put that up in about 10 minutes. I'm just going to clean up here and use the restroom, and then I'll be back on. If you want to join me, even just to chat while I open my box. There's only 24 packs in here. It'll take me, 15 minutes to open these. But it'd be fun to have everybody join me as well for that. But if you are not joining me for that, or if you're watching this afterward, I appreciate you being here and checking out the channel and everything. We're so close to 500 subscribers, so share with other people. I'm going to get back to some Marvel Champions. I'll play some more Marvel Champions later this week, so definitely stay tuned. I don't think I'm going to do tonight, but there's that. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This is part 1. We'll get part 2 out soonish. When will I do part 2? I don't know. Maybe Friday afternoon might be the plan, kind of as I get home. So, have to see. All right, that's it for me here. My name is the Brandt. Until next time, I hope you step into the portal. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks so much. I appreciate everybody there helping me out and everybody watching as well. I feel like it needs to be like a moo ha 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 ha.